Hey, what's up, everyone? Hope you're having a great day. My shoulder's kind of killing me today. I came out, didn't realize it had been freezing rain. I just thought it was rain. Kind of fell on went to go fall, but my left arm is like half metal. So instinctively, I guess I just drop it off or tuck it in, or it doesn't hit nothing. Instinctively, I cover it up, so I just landed flat on my shoulder. But I'm feeling way better now. It's fine. It just hurt this morning a little bit. My own mistake. I came out, slipped on the damn ice. That's why I thought I'd make a post. Hopefully, people wouldn't do the same. I just wanted to come on, say hi. I'm really, really still hoping to go to Manitoba. I'm trying my very hardest. I seen the post about making sure that your tags and license and everything like that was up to par, so I went and I tried to get, because my tags have been expired for a while now, so I tried to go online. They told me I had to come in and see them, because apparently because of COVID, you're not allowed to give information over the phone. I have to come in physically in person to Service Ontario and talk to them, which made less than 0 cents to me. However, I had to go in and make sure, find out what my fines were. Apparently I had a lot of tickets and fines that I had forgot about. So it was like $1,255 I gotta pay before they'll give me my sticker. But I'm hoping I'll get that paid and do it way before it's time to go, because I really, really want to go to this, and I don't want to be getting kind of, way out of my area and then get pulled over for friggin' tags. So, which is so stupid. I didn't even know you had to renew your damn license plate anymore, because you don't have to do the tag. So, and even though it's free, now you got to still pay up all your fines and whatever else, right? So whatever, that'll be paid, and hopefully I do that. I got to do an oil change still. Might do a tranny flush, because the Ford Escape is not the newest of cars, but it does run good. There's always stuff going wrong. It's an old car, but there's nothing really wrong other than that. I want to do an oil change, tranny flush maybe. But yeah, other than that, I'll strap a tire to the top and I'm pretty well ready to go. I'm going to be sleeping in my car, so it's going to be pretty cold, but I'll be by myself. That's why I'm not really trying to do any of the car shares or trip shares, because I can't really have anybody in there with me. My car is going to be literally packed now that it's going to be my hotel room on wheels. So it'll be packed up, but and until the night before, I'm not 100% that I can even go, right? This is still a pipe dream, but I'm thinking I'm very well on my way to getting it done. I just gotta pay these fines off and whatnot. It doesn't help not being at work today. But sorry, I keep looking out. I gotta make sure the dog is still staying in the yard. And Max is just chilling outside. You see his dumbass. He's playing with sticks. That's what I keep looking at anyway. Yeah. So I'm really still hoping to go to Winnipeg. It's not more than a hope. I'm almost positive I'm going to be able to go. I just got to pay off this shit that I found out about today. So got to do that. I got to still, I think I'm going to do like a heated blanket. I got a bunch of Milwaukee batteries, and I found a heated blanket on Amazon that you can plug into a USB. So I got this little connector thing that goes to Milwaukee batteries. I'm just gonna plug that for a heated blanket and put that underneath me. I have about 2 or 3 blankets underneath, sleeping bag, and then 2 or 3 more blankets on top. I think I'll be fine. And then throw the heated blanket in there somewhere in the mix underneath me, and I think I'll be great. And I know I'm going to plan for -50, but hopefully it's only -20. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm going to do, I found these masks right here on Amazon with the Canada flag on the cheeks. Friggin' awesome. I think I'm going to drive all the way to Manitoba wearing that. I think it'll be friggin' awesome be in my car wearing that thing. So, yeah, if they're actually not that bad. They're like 10, maybe $15 on Amazon I paid for it. But if you buy 4 of them, you can get them for like $32. So they're even less than $10, right? I think I'm going to buy like friggin' 8 of them or something because they come in black too. So I'm going to get four more white and 4 more black and just give them to people for what I paid for them, not to make any money, but I think they're freaking awesome masks, so I'll just give them to whatever, everybody for fucking $8 or $10, whatever the hell it is, but not to make money, just to have the mask out there, because I think it'd be fucking hilarious if we drive to Manitoba wearing these things. But, and it'd be just funny anyway. Yeah, anyway, I wanted to address the fact that I don't really have all the time in the world to be on social media. I have a job to do, and then when I'm at home with the kid, I want to not be on my phone just staring at the phone all the time, so I try not to scroll as much as I can, which is, why I don't get everything up to date. Like, as soon as it comes out, I don't friggin' see everything. I go on there and stuff's like 3 days old, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? Because like I just heard about in PEI, I guess they're gonna start doing the gun buyback or something. RCMP is gonna start knocking on people's doors, and I don't know what's gonna happen with that, but I'm gonna pay close attention to it. And same with the Jordan Peterson. I would have loved to go to that protest, but I was working that day, and then I didn't have time. By the time I got home, there was no time to get out there, so I couldn't do it. And I keep getting asked, why aren't you in Toronto? Why aren't you here? Why aren't you there? And I have things to do. This weekend was my anniversary with the wife, and so we went out to the keg on Saturday. And then on Sunday was my son's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu tournament. So he actually did awesome. He came in third, or he tied for third out of 5 kids. So 4 out of 5 kids got medals. It wasn't like, crazy thing, but he got himself a bronze medal at his first whole tournament. It was cute. Hopefully go for the gold next time, because he's a lot better. My son's just really, really not aggressive. He's like the sweetest kid you've ever seen. I don't know where he gets it from. It must be his mom, because I'm an asshole. But he's the sweetest kid you've ever seen. Just loves everybody. So to get him to be aggressive in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is really hard. It's the hardest part. Because when he fights me is the only time that he shows any kind of aggression. The guy can almost bench press me off of him when I get on top of him to try to friggin' mount him, whatever, right? When we practice Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. But yeah, guy's an animal when he fights me. When he fights anybody else, he's always so gentle, especially with the little girls or whatever, because half the class is girls actually, and the professor's daughter is probably half the size of him, and it's the cutest thing to watch her just ragdoll DJ. Funniest thing you've ever seen. Like, he's 7, she's probably like 6, but she's had more time in it than he has. If you look on my page, there's a picture of my son on the podium. He's on like the 3rd place, and there's a little girl next to him with the pink. That little girl ragdolls DJ half the time. And it's funny as heck, because she's really, really good, because she's the professor's daughter, and he trains her all the time. Like, she's really, really good with the technique, and even though she's small, like, she's strong, and it's funny as heck to watch her just ragdoll DJ, because he really doesn't like to fight her. So he's real hesitant on that kind of stuff. It's hilarious. But anyway, yeah, he got 3rd place on that. We're real proud of him. It was awesome. I think the next time we go in, he'll probably get gold or silver, because he is really good at it when he applies himself and he tries. This time he didn't know what to expect with the tournament, so he was kind of just talking, and He's oh, we're still best friends, right? And they're trying to fight him. Hilarious, cutest thing ever. But yeah, it's the point is I just can't get to every post, and I can't answer messages. I usually actually don't answer messages on Facebook because first of all, I hate the ding, so I don't even get the notification. I used to have my last dog that we just had to put down about a year ago. He was 14. I couldn't have the ding from Facebook because every time it would go off, the dog would fucking lose his mind, run into the bathroom, start barking, howling, just losing it. So I couldn't have the ding on my phone anyway, so I got used to not having it. Now I definitely not turning it on. And secondly, like I don't answer messages because like most of the time, because usually they're either just attachments, which I've already either heard of, and yes, sometimes I'll click on it and be like, holy crap, I never heard of this, and it's interesting as hell. But that's very rare. Usually I just look, and if it's an attachment, I just I don't have time to be clicking on every little click, honestly. And I don't mean that to be rude or anything like that. I just don't have time to be on Facebook that often. When I go on there, I'm looking and whatever, and I do go on. I'm not saying, I'm no hypocrite. I'm not yelling at anybody for their time on Facebook. I just personally, with work and everything else that I'm trying to get done, try to better my situation around here, because we're all going to need to be better, right? At everything. So I'm trying to, look into what I need to be doing to start planting this spring, and just whatever we can do to start lowering what we eat, not what we eat, but like eating better, trying to find better things for DJ to eat. All the guy wants to eat is chicken fingers. It's driving me nuts. But I want chicken all the time. Chicken. All right, man. And as you know, good chicken is expensive chicken. So yeah, so that guy, and he just eats fried chicken. I'm like, you can't just eat chicken all the time, man. So we're trying to get new things for him to eat. But anyone who kids knows that's hard. Anyway, I'm not gonna bitch about that. We'll get him to eat other things. That's fine. However, we're trying to do that, and I just literally don't have time to be scrolling through Facebook as much as there is information out there. Like every time I go on, like I look at documentaries, I'm watching freaking. Well, you guys all know there's so much to see. Every time you go on, you're like, holy cow, the freaking government's doing what now? Like it's absolutely crazy. I can't believe, like, I never had to pay attention to politics before Trudeau. And it's not just Trudeau, I understand this. Ford's an asshole too. And, I don't have that much faith in Polyev, but if he even does, like, one of the things that he has talked about doing, just one. If he does one of those things, he's still a better prime minister than Trudeau. Because there's not one thing that I've agreed with that I've heard come out of Trudeau's mouth. And that's trying to be, trying to look at it from the other side, trying to just see what other people could see in this guy. And I can't understand a single, like, he's just lies through his teeth. Like, I cannot believe the shit that comes out of his mouth, and people believe. Just love it. I don't know. Even at somebody at work the other day, a Mexican guy, he was like, just love Trudeau. I'm like, buddy, this is not, he's not doing well for this country. Like, you need to look into this guy. He's just a good talker, I guess. Because he had him just thinking it was great. I'm like, no, it's not, man. But anyway, I hate, you can't do that at work. You can't be arguing with people and that when you're trying to get work done and they're trying to get work done. It's just not work is not the place to be doing that. And it wasn't like an argument. He wasn't telling me I was wrong because he just doesn't know. And I'm like, oh, that's because nobody reports on things. And unless you're on our team, our side, whatever, then you're not hearing these things. And then you got a lot of people on our side just screaming things at the other side. Nobody listens to that. I tell you right now, you scream at me, I'm not listening to shit. So just screaming at people and telling them, like, whether what you're saying is true or not, it really doesn't matter. The way you're saying it is a way that nobody is going to listen to. And I'm not trying to rag on anybody. I'm just saying that when you get frustrated and you start screaming at people and telling them they're wrong and they're this and they're bad and whatever, it's the same thing that they do to us, right? You can't do that to people and expect them to believe the truth or even listen to you. They just won't listen to you. That's simple as that. Like, whether it doesn't matter how wrong they are or how stupid they are or how ignorant. Doesn't matter. It really doesn't. If you yell at them and scream at them, they ain't listening to shit. And then a lot of people, like, they went and got, like, getting mad about how their kids were vaccinated and whatnot. And that's what we were fighting for, is our choice, right? It's a choice to make whether we get it or not. Like, the whole fight is for the choice, not to tell people what to do this way or the other. If they did it and they got their kids done, they did it because they thought that that's a good thing to do for their children. It's not because they want to hurt their kids. They don't want to do that. And then now, after they've done it, it's really, really hard to express to people, like, to admit that you may have made a mistake. Like, that is, it'd be really tough if I did it. My kid did not get done. I did get 2 of them myself. I made my own choice. I'm not making the choice for my son. But to anyone who did, like, they did it because they thought that was right for their kid. They didn't do it because they thought they were hurting their kid, and it doesn't matter if they ignored you. They listened to somebody that they thought had more intelligence about this and whatever, right? Usually you can depend on your doctor to tell you what's right and wrong, usually. So if they believed their doctor and they told them that, like, just as well as I do, your doctor is probably telling you the same thing to do it to your kids as they're telling me to do it to my kid. It's up to us, like, we want the freedom of choice whether or not we listen to that, right? It's not about telling them not to or to, like, either way, if you get it or you don't get it, you're still getting it or not, thinking that it's the right thing for your kid. You can't scream at somebody if they thought that they were doing the right thing for their kid, and maybe it wasn't. I'm not saying it is. I don't think that it is right to give it to any healthy person, kid or not. Any healthy person doesn't need this thing to beat off a cold. And that's just my opinion. I'm an idiot. But I've looked into a lot of things and listened to Dr. Malone when it was like 3 months into this, when he was on Rogan. The guy, whether or not you believe him, it's the experience. If you're going to tell me this doctor's better than that doctor, that's an opinion. So you can't just blame somebody, is all I'm saying, for if they thought that they were doing right for their kid and they went and got it. I don't agree with it one speck. But I don't blame the parent. All you can do is educate them and tell them, like, hey, people, this is not good for a lot of people. You can show them the side effects, but do it with a calm voice and do it with a respectful voice. Don't hate on them and don't be ignorant. Like, don't be ignorant to the fact that they did it because they wanted to help their kid. That's all. No, it's not right. I don't agree with it. However, I don't agree with yelling at somebody who did something just because they thought it was what they were supposed to do, what they thought they were doing good by their kid. Like, most parents just want to do good by their kids, and that's, if this is what they thought they were doing, then you can't scream at somebody. All you can do is educate them, and if they don't want to listen, then they don't want to listen. We're fighting for the freedom of choice here. It's the choice to yes or no. It's not your choice to tell them, or it's not your prerogative. It's not your job to tell them yes or no. It's your job, if you want to take it upon yourself, which I congratulate anyone who does, because I'm not a scientist, but if you do, I congratulate you on showing people the facts. Like, and that's all you can do, is show people the facts, which the mainstream should be doing. What they used to do, and why people still trust them to do that for some reason. I don't understand. I guess you're just set in your ways, like, I don't know. You want to believe it. It's fine, and you don't want to admit that you've been wrong for 2 years or 3 years or whatever it is, right? And it's a hard thing to do, is to admit you're wrong, and you're never gonna admit you're wrong when people are screaming at you that you're wrong. And even though you are wrong, doesn't matter. Like, you can't just go screaming, and you still gotta live with these people all the time. It's not that's no different. And same with, we gotta start learning about which fights to have. People want to bring their kids and have I got it for a stupid ass reason, and I regret getting it from day one. The day I went in there, I regretted it. I regretted it the day before that. I almost let the guy talk me out of it, telling me all the side effects that they already knew about. Yeah, I'm not gonna get into the vaccine. It's your choice whether or not you want to do it. I'm not gonna argue whether it's good or bad. It's your choice whether or not you want to believe it's good for you. Then go ahead. If you're missing all the people dropping dead lately, or that you believe it's because of from the cold, or regular tackle that happens every day in football, then that's up to you. If you want to believe that, I'm not going to argue with you. I think it's very ignorant to believe that cold weather is bringing on heart attacks and strokes. That's absolutely ridiculous. But we live in Canada. This isn't even cold. However, anyway, I'm gonna get off of here anyway, because I've already probably said enough that this video won't get out to nobody. So anyway, I'm still hoping to go to Winnipeg. It's going to be a fun ceremony, and I'm going to meet a lot of cool people. The people that were nice to my kid in the beginning of this, because they didn't care about a cold, and they cared more about how my kid felt and weren't acting like he had the plague. Those are the people that I want to go see, and I want to meet, and I want to associate with. Not only that, they're the people that are going to teach me how to be self-sustaining, so when this government does collapse, because people don't believe that anything's wrong with the government, it's just going great. So when the government does collapse, or there's massive riots, or the whole shit just goes fucking down, like, none of this is far off, by the way. Like, it wouldn't take much, and I hope to hell that none of this fucking happens, but something's gonna happen. So they can either give up on their plan on the world, the world economic shit, or because that's just not feasible. We can't sustain the rest of the world on on what we have. Start giving billions of dollars around the world while people starve on our streets. Veterans have no money and go homeless, are starving, and nobody's there to give any friggin' any kind of welfare in the form of mental help to these people. Not just give them a bunch of money. Nobody wants to go on welfare. Trust me, this you want to get paid by the country to sit on your ass. It's never going to be good. Nothing's going to be accomplished. Nobody's going to have any drive to kind of make anything. Therefore, the country's going to go stalemate, and everybody just that's it. So before that happens, I guarantee half this country is going to revolt. There's going to be a massive riots, and it's not going to be our side that comes out of this all dead, Like, I'm going to learn how to be self-sufficient, hunt, and, all the stuff the government doesn't want you to do, and what they should be teaching in school still, how to farm, how to hunt, how to get your own meat, how to clean meat, how to, Even if you don't like meat, all right, cool. Vegans are even more hilarious. If you're a vegan, you can leave my page anytime you want. Vegans, that you guys kill more animals than any carnivore does ever. You know, how many animals die in the friggin' tracks of your tractors while you're scooping up rows to plant your friggin' soybeans? Yes, I stole that from Yellowstone because it's 100% true. People need to watch that speech he gave in that show, because it is all 100% true, and they are actually doing that in Montana right now. Everybody's trying to build airports and everything. Whatever, airports, motels, casinos, you want all that stuff instead of Montana mountains. Well, Montana is right across the border from Alberta. And you guys think that won't be happening right on our side too? Like, you should watch Yellowstone and, kind of think of it from that perspective, that we are literally right across the border from that show. So, and things like that will be happening here too, just as quick. This whole thing it's hanging on by a string, and that string is going to be cut pretty soon, because people are waking up every day to the fact that this is nonsense. I don't believe it's a fake disease, but I believe they friggin' had no idea what the hell they were doing in the beginning. Everybody panicked, shut shit down for no reason at all, and then it turns out when they even did get the facts that it was a 1% friggin' death rate of this, they still didn't open up. They still pushed the mask. They're still pushing the mask. Let me tell you, like, this comes back next month, no thank you. I'm not putting on another fucking mask. You guys can kiss my ass, that's for sure. I'm not putting the fucking thing on again. It doesn't fucking work. If the thing worked, you could kind of convince me on this shit. I've looked into so many goddamn studies and it's very simple. Look at the size of the holes of the mask, and then they're telling you COVID is so small that you can't see it, right? But that fucking mask only covers, 90% of dust. Dust, okay? Dust. Dust's a little bit bigger than fucking COVID, I think. So, them telling you these masks are holding back anything, and then people still walking around wearing it, looking at me like I'm an idiot. I fucking laugh. Fuck you. People are lucky. Like, for some reason, I don't get bugged too often, because I would love to just lose it on somebody for trying to tell me I need to wear a mask. I'd love to just lose my shit. Fucking, Anyway, I'm gonna get off of here. I came on just to say basically that I'm hoping to hell to still go to Winnipeg for this this big peaceful ceremony, and that's what I'm looking forward to, because I do need a break. I need a break from all this shit coming up, and what I fear is that we take this break, and everybody, the government takes that opportunity to just throw a bunch more laws into place when you're not looking. So, but I don't know. I'm still going because, I need to go. This is going to be awesome. I've never been past North Bay, and I'm so excited to just do that. It's going to be awesome, and to be with all you guys, because I know it's only you guys watching. I've lost, all the people that I was close to before they stopped commenting and stopped watching shit a long time ago. Before I actually got any followers, but that's fine anyway, I'm not worried. Anyway, have a good day, guys. I hope everybody's having a great day. And take it easy. I'll see you on the next one. Hopefully it won't be too long. I don't know. We'll see. When something hits my mind, then I'll do another live. Until then, take it easy. Freedom!